What's up everyone, I'm Micah. Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm just going to be going over some fall trends for this upcoming fall season, and it actually feels kind of, it's just insane that we're about to be in fall. It's like a month away, maybe like a month and a week away. Anyway, it's crazy how we're about to be in September. But anyway guys, like I said, I'm just going to be going over some fall trends, and not exactly trends, they're just going to be things that I guess that a lot of people are going to be wearing. That doesn't mean it's exactly trendy. Well, I guess that is kind of what that means. Don't think trendy though, just think of things that a lot of people are going to be wearing. I feel like there's a difference between the two, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said, with all of these things that I'm going to be going over in the video, they're not exactly trendy, because some of the stuff is actually like very basic things and you're going to be like, duh, I was already wearing that, or like, okay, I guess. But that's why I'm saying they're like not trends. I guess something that would be considered trendy is like the early 2000s type shorts that I've seen a lot of people wearing, you know, like the loose fit shorts that a lot of people have been wearing lately. I'd say that's something that's trendy. And one of the trends that I'm going to talk about, or commonly worn things that I'm going to be talking about in this video, is something like cardigans. You know, that's what I'm trying to like distinguish the two between like trends and just something that's going to be commonly seen. But anyway, since I already brought it up, let me just jump into, okay, I don't know why I can't speak right now. Let me just go ahead and jump into the first thing, and that's cardigans. And it's specifically crew neck cardigans, but that's kind of how most cardigans are. But anyway, I love me a good cardigan. I only have like 2 of them, but one of the cardigans that I have, I actually got from a thrift store, and it's just a really nice knit. Well, they're usually all knit, but just a nice knit cardigan, and it's kind of like a golf sweater, but obviously I'm not golfing, so that's why I'm just, you know, wearing it just because I like the cardigan. They could be worn, especially if they're like a neutral color, they could be worn with a ton of different things, from like your chinos to your jeans, I guess, or even you could wear shorts during the fall season as well, you know, especially if it's in the like maybe 60s or 70s. A pair of shorts wouldn't hurt. And I actually love that juxtaposition. I'm probably going to do a video on it. I kind of do like every fall and spring season, but just when you could wear something like a hoodie with a pair of shorts, that's just one of my favorite things to do, and I love doing that that time of year in the fall and spring. But like I said, cardigans, you just can't go wrong with them. I feel like you can also just keep it pretty simple, wear like a plain t-shirt on under it, whether it's like a plain white one, that's kind of the most common you would probably see, or you could do a graphic tee if you want, maybe even a tank top if it's not too chilly, I guess, which it really won't be chilly during the fall. Well, during the majority of the fall season it won't be too chilly, so you could probably, you know, be okay with the tank top, or you could just keep it pretty simple with the plain t-shirt, and you just can't go wrong with the cardigan. Now the next thing that I want to talk about, and this is maybe one of my favorite things that I love wearing, especially during the fall and winter, and I guess spring. Okay, so every season except summer, and that's a nice trench coat. I do love me some trench coats, and specifically since I'm referring to the fall season, these aren't like the super thick ones that you would think of when you see a long coat. And I'm just kind of referring to the super thin trench coats, you know, like maybe if it's in the 50s or low 60s, you could probably wear something like that. And you could just wear like a simple long sleeve t-shirt on under it, or short sleeve, and I feel like you'd be fine. But, you know, they come in, I guess you could say, like pretty neutral colors. You know, the main one, I guess, is like the tan color, and it has like the black buttons or the dark brown buttons on it. Just a regular nice tan trench coat. You just can't go wrong with that. I love me a long coat. The time of year is coming for that, and I just feel like I had to mention it in this video just because it's one of my favorite things to wear. Now this next thing that I wanted to mention, and this one is actually, I guess you could say, pretty specific, and these are straight leg jeans. And I just went over a whole bunch of different articles, you know, like looking at all the trends and seeing what those different articles were saying that's going to be pretty trendy this fall season. And I noticed a lot of them had, you know, pretty much the same thing on it, and one of the similarities was straight leg jeans, or, you know, like a loose fit jean, nothing too baggy and obviously nothing too skinny. And the majority of my pants are actually straight leg. I feel like that just works best with the majority of things. And I noticed in the last few years, you know, the baggy thing was pretty popular and trendy. I guess I feel like the baggy pants were something that's trendy, and straight leg is just something that's always going to be popular regardless. So specifically straight leg jeans, I noticed that was kind of, like I said, a similarity between all the different articles that I read about the fall trends. And I love me a simple pair of straight leg jeans. As you can see in the different pictures that I'm showing, they could just be styled in a ton of different ways. I mean, it's really just a pair of jeans, so there's nothing too special about it, but that specific style I felt like was something that I had to touch on, just because, like I said, it was just one of those things that a lot of the articles decided to talk about. And now the last thing, I feel like I should only do maybe like 4 trends or common things, because I feel like this list is pretty much infinite, especially if you're going to be talking about basic things. So I'd probably do a part 2 maybe like next week or the week after, just kind of going into more detail on some other things that I feel like are going to be kind of trendy or common in the fall season. But this last thing that I wanted to go over are the, like, I don't even know what you would call them exactly. They're kind of like the leather aviation style jackets, or a leather, it's not exactly a bomber jacket, but I guess it kind of is like just the leather aviation style jacket. I think that's what it's called. They kind of just have that vintage look to them. The majority of them are kind of that dark brown leather, and I have seen some in, you know, just like a regular black leather. And I feel like this is just something that's obviously pretty chill, something pretty simple. You can dress it up if you want to. You could wear like chinos or dress pants with it, or you could wear sweatpants and a pair of jeans with it. You know, like I feel like all the different occasions can really, you know, that jacket could just pretty much be worn in a lot of occasions. Not all, but majority of occasions I feel like that jacket will work. It's just something pretty simple. The one that I have, I got mine from a thrift store. You don't have to get a lot of those things from actual stores, because you're going to be paying like tenfold, basically 10 times the price of what you could get from a thrift store. And it's just something pretty simple that can be worn, as you see in the different pictures, just some different examples for you all to see how to wear the jacket. And I love wearing mine, especially in this fall season. So as I said, these were just some different trends or common things that are going to be worn, I guess you could say, for this upcoming fall season. I figured I'd maybe just do like a part 1 and part 2 to this, since there's just so many different things that you could talk about, and not everyone is going to be wearing these things. That's why I feel like they're not exactly trends, and they're not well, they are going to be commonly worn things. But anyway, I figured I'd just do this video, since I kind of do it like a month before every season starts, and I just go over the different trends and what's going to be commonly worn in that season. So it's crazy how it's already that time to do it for fall. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel, because I post in here twice a week. And follow me over on Instagram as well at Micah Akins, just so you can keep up with me, see everything that I'm doing, see what I'm wearing. And I will see you all in the next video.